Hi, girl. That's too young for me. I leave that to the 20 babies.
Okay, that's fire. That's fire. All right. So let's get into what you doing now. What you got going on? Let them know. You shouted out the podcast, but let them know what you have going on.
What I have going on is a whole motion, like I have been having. I think this year I've just been more focused on it, more than I have ever been. And that's just growth. You getting older, it's more that you want. And when you start seeing the worth that you have in yourself, that's so beautiful, because you stop settling and you know what you present. So that's what I want to continue to do. I want to continue to present good content, dope ass content, authenticity, because that's who I am. Whatever you see, you guys, is what the fuck you get. On Instagram, off Instagram, I'm the same fucking person. I want to continue to present that. I want to continue to be that, and continue to have these dope ass events. And
okay, so you're promoting
something like that.
All right, now you got the podcast.
I do.
For sure, you got your party coming.
I do.
What else?
Oh, stay tuned.
Okay, great answer.
Stay tuned.
So let's get into those things, though. Okay. So promoting. Is it lucrative?
It's about to be.
So are you doing it? Are you doing it like for the love?
I did it for the love. I did it for the love for so long.
Okay. Because you love the party.
I do. It's a natural vibe.
Now,
it definitely is a natural vibe. It is authentic. I go out because I want to go out. I'm not going out. To be honest, half the time when I go out, I really don't know who DJing. But if you hear from a lot of people will say, "What? I'm gonna go out because I want to hear who this one play and that one play." No, I go out just for a good vibe, a good time, and that's it.
Now,
I take my ass home.
As far as yourself, you're going out for the vibe. Would you say it's safe to go out in Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Now, recently, not too long ago, I'm not gonna go too far into it, but I know someone that something bad happened to him.
Okay.
Going out.
I think we've all had the way the city has been. I think, man, like, what is it? The degrees of 360. Everybody knows. Yeah. Everybody in some type
6 degrees of separation.
Yes. In some type of way, we've all been able to relate to these.
But you feel like that's going on everywhere, right?
It is. It's nationwide. I looked into it. It's nationwide. I don't know if the government just going to put boxes of guns in neighborhoods and just saying kill niggas or what, but it's wicked out here. It's wicked out here.
That's a fact.
It's wicked out here.
Now, so all right. Let's get into the podcast. Now, tell me why the people should tune into your podcast.
Why not? I'm on air. No, but me and my co-host, shout out to Rich.
Would you say you giving game?
Definitely. If we not giving game, we are inspiring, motivating, because our city has so much talent. We have so much talent. I like that you said
that. That's a fact.
And we don't do nothing but
why don't you think it gets recognized globally?
For one, we are the capital of Confederacy. And I think a lot of it don't have to really do with us, but I think a lot of that, being that what type of state we in, has something to do with not letting but so much programming.
The Commonwealth.
Yeah, the Commonwealth. Not and it's the Commonwealth of Virginia, because it's how many states is Commonwealth?
It's like 5.
Yeah. So out of all them states, who you hear the most about? Virginia
and Pennsylvania. Both.
Yeah, but Virginia, being that it's the Confederacy,
we got more history.
We do. So being with that, and then it goes back to doing the statues, and everything that's just been going on since COVID.
Since forever.
Well, that part too, but I don't think we really start getting noticed till COVID when niggas want to move them statues, and they move.
Oh, you mean like I said,
yeah,
globally?
like globally, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But, that shit was on the internet. For sure.
Yeah, heavy.
Like viral shit.
So, other than that, I don't know what it is with our city. I don't know if it's the egos. I don't know if it is, it's just so much in the city, but what the city needs is unity. We need unity.
That's what the world needs for sure.
The world, but I can only speak from where I'm at right now. And where I'm at is in Richmond, Virginia. And all I can say is Richmond, Virginia need unity. You know, let them egos go, let that pride go. We all need to work together. Stop being labeled. Let me tell you what Richmond, Virginia, you know what we are labeled as, you guys? A crabs in a bucket city. And we are really labeled as that in other cities too, not just here. And that's really fucking pitiful. It's sad. It's sad, but it's felt also.
Can you describe Richmond, Virginia to someone not from here?
Dope. Creativity. We lit.
All right, now I know you like to talk about our people.
Definitely.
Black people.
I love being black. So,
what is the difference from black and white people in Richmond, Virginia? Is there a difference?
Definitely. It'll always be a difference.
Okay.
Straight up off the bat.
Now, I do want to say, though, but it could be bullshit before I say it. But I do want to say, they say Richmond is in the top 10 for successful blacks. I seen that list.
Oh, yeah. What? Definitely.
So we agree.
We agree.
Okay, because we are getting money now, right?
We are.
Okay.
We are. You know, how you feel about a casino?
I mean, I would love it.
Me too. Okay.
I would love it, but it's out. That's out. It's over.
No, I thought it was gonna bring it back. I don't know, but hey,
they not doing it.
I thought they said they was gonna do it in another county.
They not doing that, Joe. If they was gonna do it, they would have did it.
I'm not surprised if they didn't. I'm not surprised.
It's not gonna go farther than what we got.
Damn.
You feel me? Like they want to control it a certain way. You dig? If they put that, it's gonna turn into something else. It's just gonna turn into something else. You know what I'm saying? Now. It would be dope though. If we did, it would be dope.
It would. But you know, also it was black owned also. So you know, you gotta look at that. It was black owned. So we all know how that goes.
Oh, I like that. He told me that. That's fire.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Shout out to Ty. Y'all know
shout out to Ty because he pulled up. We gonna know. We gotta do something. Like I said, I'm gonna get his info. We gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Now, basically, you know, Richmond. That's where we at now.
We are.
Your podcast. What I do want to ask, you know, because y'all even got a record. I heard it. I told you I tapped in. You know what I'm saying? So how did the record come about?
Rich is the rapper. Rich is the rapper, and I'm everything else. Okay. Oh, you gotta get him on here. So when you get him on here, you know he gonna tell you his story. But Rich, he was a rapper back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
So him coming up with that was natural. He wrote it himself, you guys. Nobody else wrote that shit. He did because he been doing this shit. So that's how that go.
I thought it was F&F Chop who made the song.
Fuck no.
That's your co-host on the record.
Yeah, Rich.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on. What record you talking about? The podcast shit?
Yeah. That's the record I heard.
Yeah, that's
because he shouted you out.
Flash, yeah.
Oh.
No, that's already.
See.
Shout out to Mr.
That's why you have.
See, each one teach one, reach one.
The people, did they know that already though?
We say it on the podcast enough.
Okay.
So those who on not on his podcast.
Okay.
We are tapping.
Now you know.
Station podcast.
That's fire.
No,
we gonna have to tap in. He gotta come on now.
He wrote that shit.
He gotta come on now. Fuck it, because I heard it.
Okay, yeah.
And it's hard. I'm gonna give y'all credit.
Thank you.
I'm not no hater.
It's all Rich
if it won't hard, I wouldn't tell him.
It's all Rich credit.
But I'm saying you gotta give yourself credit too, because you're part of the team.
Yeah, I am.
No matter what. You were shouted out on the record.
I was. Shout out to him.
All right. You know what I'm saying? It's a team thing.
It is always.
So all right. Now, you know, let's talk a little bit about rapping in Richmond, because y'all interview rappers, right?
We do.
What is the main guest you all have on the podcast?
Shout out to Porter.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Porter. Fresh Porter is like like how Bow Wow was Mr. 106.
Okay.
Porter is Mr. Smoking Section. We've had him 3 times, and every episode that we've had with Porter is dope. It's doper than the last one. That's fine. And you can tell where everybody is pretty much growing, because if you look back at the interviews and you look back at our backgrounds, where we was podcasting at, so where we podcasting at now, what we talking about, everything has changed. Everybody has grown. So I would say Porter would be one of our top guests, because he down for the shits. He come on, he promote himself, he give us our flowers, and he's also a great interviewer. So you gotta get him on here too. Make sure you get him on here too. For sure. He dope.
Now I watched it. It sounded like you all had sponsors, right?
We have our sponsors.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on how does that come about, getting sponsors?
I would say the sponsors come with support, man.
That's
when
fine.
you have Black-owned businesses that are also your friends, your people, shout out to them straight up off the bat, because one thing about it, if you take care of people, those same people will take care of you. And I'm a firm believer of that. So shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Laces Out. My guy always got my fucking back. Y'all, listen, he's responsible for a lot of my shit. So yeah, just follow him, book him. Liquid, go get y'all some drinks. Go get y'all some food. It's always a vibe. Shout out to Liquid Cafe, Rich City Kennels. Get y'all some dogs from there. Diddy Made It. Real pretty designs, custom made trays, pillows, cups, champagne glasses, anything you need, custom made. Holla at Diddy Made It, and real pretty designs. So those are some of our sponsors. Now, they've been down with us.
That's fire for sure.
Support.
So as far as yourself, you know, y'all got the sponsors.
We do.
You got the podcast. You got the guests. Have you ever had a guest and you had an episode and you were like, this won't the one?
No.
That's fire.
No. Every guest who has been on the Smoking Section podcast, I'm gonna say this: when they pull up, everybody, whatever they expected, expectations was low. Y'all coming in full production. We have a full production. We got cameras everywhere. We got lights. We have our producer, shout out to Rockstar Rob. Like, we really have a whole production team. We got DJ. So I would say for the most part, when they come, they're not expected. I think they just expect it to the boom bam and we done. And it's like, we bring them in, we get them comfortable. We all smoke, we drink. Well, if you're a smoker, because it's a Smoking Section podcast. So if you're a smoker, yeah. You know, we just try to get everybody into that element. And the crazy thing about it is, I would say 40% of the podcast will come on there very nervous. Having that 40%, when we have them and we start recording them, they're the most comfortable as ever. So shout out to y'all who was not comfortable when coming on the podcast, but came and sat down and talked with us like y'all been on at least 20 of them. Shout out to the guests.
That's fire. That's fire. Shout out to the guest Say It One More Time, the name of it.
The Smoking Section Podcast. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube.
That's fire.
And subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the bell.
Y'all heard what my man said.
So as far as yourself, you you are a podcaster.
I am.
Okay. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What? Podcast or radio? Which one do you like better?
I would say podcast. Radio is too structured.
Great answer. Okay.
Too structured.
Now, someone not knowing how to podcast or don't know anything about it, but they want to do it. You ain't got to give them all the sauce, but give them a little sauce of how to podcast.
Just do it.
Great
and be
answer.
passionate about it. And that's with anything you do. And honestly, oh yeah, this is my second podcast. Shout out to that. Yeah, this is my second podcast.
Say that again, because I didn't get it all the way.
This is my second podcast. So
you had one already before this one.
Yeah, shout out to Wood and Steve.
So the first one was like the real school.
Yeah.
School of Podcasts. You were in there.
School of Podcasts.
Okay. Talk about that experience.
Dope. It was dope. Because it made me who I am today. So it's like that was the walk for me. So now I can run with it because I learned so much from the SMFH podcast. Shout out to Wood and Steve. I learned so much from them guys. We had a podcast. We started before COVID, so we started back in 2019. We had some dope interviewers on there too. Dope guests. From Lonnie B to Trina and
Trina.
Yeah, Trina. Hold on, no, not that Trina. No.
That's fire. That's fire though. That's fire.
But she my Trina though. But she the Trina of Richmond. You know what I'm saying? Her and Apostle Enrique. They two dope couples in the city. Married couples. A lot of people know Tone from his promoting days back in the day. He was one of the top promoters from New York City that help with Richmond culture also. So shout out to Tone, Apostle Enrique.
Fire.
And shout out to Trina. We had them on the podcast. We had a few people on that.
What podcast inspire you?
None of them, for real.
No podcast. Something has to if you got one. Something.
Listen, to be honest, the only podcast I listen to is my own.
All right, so you don't listen because I like you said that, but a thing now that's wrong with the young niggas. You feel me?
Yeah.
The young rappers.
Yeah.
They get on. They
and
be
forget
like,
about
yo,
everybody.
Not even forget. See, they don't give a fuck.
This is my whole thing. The only reason why I look at and I'm not saying I don't look at anybody, because of course I look at yours.
No, you don't gotta look at them.
You know, I check people out. So, what is it? Gilly and Wallow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So no, I tap in, but I'm so focused on mines to the point where I just want mine to succeed and to be better and to take off where it's at. So I do look at other people, but I don't take their ideas.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, no.
But I'm saying what inspired you though.
What is?
Because some had to.
I think it's just that we just all. Okay, you know what? I can say as far as myself, a lot of people just know me as Instagram party Shan, but nobody knows me as this Shan.
Which is good though, because you always have to do what in business. Let's see if you got the answer.
Do what's right.
Reinvent yourself.
No, not only that, but do what's best for you and do what works for you.
And love what you do.
And listen. Anything that I feel like when I feel like it's a job, because we all hate jobs.
Of course.
Nobody likes a job. When it starts to feel like a job, or I feel like I get up and I be like, yeah, no, this ain't it, consistently. Because we human. So I'm not going to say, I wake up hunky-dory every fucking day to want to do this. But no, when I wake up, is this something I want to do? Mm-hmm. Of course. when it gets to that point where I feel like I'm being drained and my energy is at its low, it gotta go. Because now it's becoming more so as a paycheck. And I don't work. And I still want to get a check for this. But